Hello, George. Good of you to join for the dog walking session.
Anytime.
Well, you know, these are the type of things that people don't see, do they? You just think of me as a one-dimensional wrestler, and I've got layers. Do you know what I mean? There's layers to me. I've got 2 layers.
What are they?
Well, dog walking and wrestling. So what I try and do is, obviously on a daily basis, you've got to take the dog out for a walk, but I take her down to a bit of land I own and just let her run, you know, instead of being on the lead.
Is that land just here?
Actually, I was given it when I was given the freedom of Sefton by the mayor.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can actually park my car anywhere and walk a sheep down the strand if I want to. But I haven't got any sheep left. The police take them all off me for some reason. Anyway, this is Neva.
Hello.
Full bred. Pedigree. Pedigree, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Full pedigree husky. White. Because she's a smuggler. And
Sniffer.
And a sniffer. She's a sniffer dog.
Sniffer dog.
And with piercing blue eyes if you can get them. And she does like to sniff shit. And she does actually like to sniff shit.
Oh.
I think is that how dogs talk to each other?
By sniffing?
They sniff piss and then they'll sniff a shit.
I think so.
And then it's like, oh, Derek was here.
Yeah, it's like a territory thing.
Yeah.
Marking a territory.
Yeah, that's what piss is. I don't know what shit.
Cats do the same thing.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Just the field here.
No road awareness. Oh, she can make her own way out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we've done it before. Like. This is a bit of my land. This actually should have, the signs fell down. It should have no riffraff. No riffraff allowed.
The sign only says Sloan's land.
It just says no riffraff. Some fucking scrambling cunt probably pulled it down. What your viewers might not know about me, George, is that I am also a qualified dog whisperer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she'll do anything I say. Honestly. Just hang on a minute. Let us sniff a little bit around here.
So what's this field then?
And I'll prove this is this is my field called. Now this is the Rimrose Valley.
Oh
yeah. And I'll be honest with you, George. See all around here, all like here. I remember when all this was fields years ago. Good girl. Stay there, good girl. Right, I'll whisper now. Oi. Oh, there you go. Did you see that? Fucking does anything I say. Imagine living so close to this. And I could be political here because some cunts are trying to buy.
Oh yeah.
Are trying to put a road through it.
Are they?
Yeah. But it's a wildlife thing or something. There's pheasants, there's owls, some kind of frogs or something that are protected. So, but there's a big thing against it. Against the roads and rimroads. It's to run a road from the docks.
Is it?
Straight through, yeah.
Wow.
And basically fuck this place up. Which I'm going to be honest with you, I just imagine the road would sink. Half of this is
marsh,
bogs and that. Like all these reeds, they see all them reeds there, that's water.
Yeah, I thought that.
Like a little canal. Whoop! Wonder who that is. Oh fuck, what's the dog? Come on! Oh, get it. Put music to this. Black Beauty. Burr, 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 burr. Oh, right in the water.
I was thought I'd say actually, Frankie.
What?
It's a cracking denim jacket.
I always wear denim, George. A good cameraman always has his camera on, George.
All right, it's on now.
Fuck, well, you missed. You won't believe what just happened. There was a horse, an otter, and an alligator.
And a lemming.
Walked into a bar. It's all about layers. I am a master guitarist, level 9, Brainiac grade. Yeah?
Yeah.
And I'll play a little something for you. Dog whisperer.
I've seen that, yeah.
Stand-up comedian. Professional wrestler, but that's way down the list. Friends to the Stars. Was once voted the best waiter down South Road.
Yeah?
Yeah, 1978. I could take orders, didn't have to write them down. Just knew them. I sort of instinctively, I just go, steak. Medium rare, you, aren't you? And they go, yeah, I'm like, fucking hell. So,
If I got a steak?
I got my prize was a £1 record token, which was very nice. I'd say you're medium to well done.
Wow, how do you know that? Wow.
Basically, you never lose it.
How many sweeteners do I have in my tea?
Do you know what I mean? Well, you're sweet enough, George. Anyway, there's a forest on my land. There is 1,223 trees on here. Quite a few cedars, a couple of oaks. No horse chestnuts. If you want conkers, this ain't the place.
Right, so what date is your next bout?
My next bout is the 9th of December, because they do get very sparse around this time, coming up to Christmas, stuff like that. People haven't got money to go to shows, have they really? And it was always November, December were bad, January was bad, but come towards the end of February, March, it all kick in. And you get 10 months of the year, 9 to 10 months of the year, good making money, and you have to be like a squirrel a bit for Crimbo. But over the Christmas week and New Year, you do the holiday camps.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember once, turned up at a holiday camp on Boxing Day, and I was like, fucking hell, who the fuck's going to be here? And went in and I thought, Jesus, it's massive. But I didn't think of nothing of it, went out in the back and come out for my match. There was like 1,000 people in there, and it was rocking. And you know when you're just not expecting it, like.
Yeah.
But they do, like, people go there for Crimbo and New Year's and that, and I suppose it's they get Crimbo in and they get away, they don't fuck their own house up and that. So the camps were like, we'll talk about the camps at a later date, but very good learning curves. Glad I did them for a long time. Preferred them for a while to, oh Jesus, to, how deep do you reckon that is, George?
20 foot.
Where's Eric when you need him? Send Eric in
Send
first.
Eric in first.
I might go down to me wages. Let's go this way.
If you went there, if you
I know,
went
yeah.
there, mate.
Never see Eric again. Never mind the police escorting him away. Everywhere I've been is paid for by the promoter or the fellas running the shows. You know, I don't buy a plane ticket. I don't even put petrol in my car to go to a show. The promoter gives me the money for it. Now, whether that's still the case, it is with me and a lot of lads, but the way the fuck it's going all a bit wonky. I mean, I might be wrong, it might still be that way for some people, but I know for a fact, I've known lads who pay for themselves to go places just so they can put it on their CV and say, oh yeah, I've been here, I've been there.
Do you think,
and that's something I've never done.
Less people go now with this bloody cost of living crisis thing?
To the wrestling?
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible, like, but see some shows, like the Crosby one, you know, 300 or 400 people. I did New Brighton, there was 800 and odd people. You know, I sent you the footage, didn't I, of the audience? What the promoter's got to do is hire the hall, yeah?
Right, yeah.
He may have to hire staff.
Yeah.
He has to hire a ring, unless he owns one himself. He has to ferry that ring to the show.
Yeah.
If he's got 7 or 8, 9, 10 wrestlers on the show, he has to pay each wrestler, and their exes have to be covered. Right, so these are all things they've got to make before they go home with any money.
True.
But you'll go to some shows, and it's different class, like, do you know what I mean? It'll be £15 for an adult.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? £10 for a kid. And that'll be, you know, and then it'll start getting expensive for the people. But they're like, because I know a lad, he did a show, and to hire the hall alone, shoot me something, £3,000.
Wow.
£3,000 just for the hall. That's before he's got his ring there, before the wrestlers have got there. He's got to pay everyone off, the staff, you know, and all that. You're like, fucking hell. And he did it right. But, like, you know, he's not going to be a fucking millionaire. But it just depends where you are. If you're in fucking Toddington's fucking worker men's club, you know what I mean? You get fucking... There's an old saying, you pay peanuts, you get fucking monkeys, don't you?
Yeah, true. I noticed with the Crosby one, I think it was a £5, was it? I think.
He does a deal. First so many rows, £5 or something like that, and then it'll be family tickets. They do family tickets, 2 adults, 2 kids and all that bollocks, you know, so fuck, to get people in. But like, once you start buying, the kids want the masks, the kids want the foam hands.
Oh yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Fuck me, mate. It starts getting expensive for the people, like. But it's no different to going to any other gig. You go to see your favourite band, and the fucking brochure's 25 nicker.
Yeah.
The fucking pints are 6 or 7 quid. T-shirts are 30, so what the fuck are hoodies?
I think hoodies.
45, 50, 70.
Yeah, 50 quid.
Do you know what I mean? And plus now, what are you paying for a ticket there? Cheapest?
Last time I went to a gig,
You pay, just say at least 65, at least.
wasn't even that much. It was like Slipknot 2012, I think, in the Echo Arena.
Yeah, well, how much was it at?
45 quid.
Like, that was 2012, George. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
James are doing the Philharmonic, right? And there's 3 price ticket brands, and they start at 96. Do you know what I mean? So I understand these fellas, because everyone's putting everything up, aren't they? The halls, you've got to pay for the hall, and them fellas are paying for all the fucking lights and the roadies and that. It's the same with wrestling, but just on a smaller scale.
It's just what annoyed me the other day was I went to get 5-pack of Freddos, and they're no longer £1.
What?
1.25.
Are you fucking messing?
No.
Well, you know, is this the difficult choices he's making?
That's it.
You know, who should we tax? Well, the little country like Freddos.
Should just tax little cunts like Freddos.
But you know what I mean? Like so the kid might only have a quid. Fancy some Freddos. Gone up 25p, son. Tory tax. Are you messing? No. Wait. And then that lad then has to go and sell his ass or suck someone off. And basically the Tories have made the rent boy.
Yeah.
And that's basically what they're doing. Criminal or renties. That's what they want from the working class. You can take that to the bank. You know what I mean? Another layer I've got is graffiti spotting. A lot of people don't do it. That's not one of them.
I like dead old graffiti, like 80s.
I don't like that, you know, cock. It's got pubes on it. And who has pubes these days? No one.
I have a few.
Do you?
Yeah.
When they start going grey, you'll get rid of them.
There was
Where the fuck was it? Oh yeah, it might be this one here. For a gay what? What is this?
for a gay. Why?
Oh, this is what I was thinking, right? It doesn't matter what that says. It's obviously for a gay and they're skitting someone, aren't they?
Yeah.
They put the number there. But this is how clever they are, look. If you text them from outside England, they've even put the plus 44,
like that.
drop to 0, or the naught. I mean, fucking hell, the international code. You think these people are thick? Well, no, the classic one there. Your nan's fanny.
Yeah. It's neither your nan or your ma.
Remember what I did used to like when they tried to copy America? You know, with their graffiti, underground graffiti, it was colourful and that way.
Yeah.
This is just shite, like. I'm not saying it's a rough place, but
Wow. Do whatever
you want.
you want.
I mean that's helpful, isn't it? That's just fucking helpful to me.
You doing?
Nothing. This isn't the referee of the of my match.
Are you sure it
Yeah,
isn't?
what the fuck, George? Get away, will you?
Are you sure it isn't?
I'm sure it isn't, yeah. Do you want your fucking head kicked
I'll
in?
take you in the fucking ring in a minute.
You'll be lucky to. Well, George, here we are at the annals of the Aintree Conny Club, known as the Aintree Conservative Club. I am on 4th match. 3rd match is currently in. I am having a 6 3-minute rounds, all British Mount Evans rules, against a chap called PL Leeds. I have David Faulkner in my corner to help me out. And it's quite a good crowd out there, really, better than I thought. I said to you about 20, didn't I?
Yeah.
I reckon there's 25, maybe 30. Bored, shitless kids.
I was just going to ask you, you're fighting as well.
PL, I just told you. Should I do it again? You're not listening?
Yeah, no. Carry on, sound.
Because as usual, we've actually got changing rooms in this place, but they're as big as a Weetabix box, and there's like 25 lads in there, but it's nice just to have them. So this is what I normally do. Get myself ready, I'll do a press up.
Which is, your obligatory cigarette.
Obligatory cigarette, which has been rolled for me by someone else, which is why it's awful, and I have to keep lighting it, yeah. Terrible. I won't mention no names, John Kane rolled it.
So have you fought here before?
No, never been to the ancient
So
concert. This is a first.
Oh, is it?
This is a first,
cool.
George. You've seen 30 years in the industry. This is a first.
Still
Yeah.
first.
Still, mate.
Still
Doesn't
learning.
matter how long you're in it. How long you're in it for. You still having firsts. You know what I mean? Still learn every day. Every day's a school day, bro.
What are we rocking today then? Poison?
Poison today. Talk dirty to me.
Yes, please.
My PO box number is 456 L69 3GQ. FS stands for fucking sexy. This FS is for Frankie Sloan. Come on, we get this. Good corner. I'll be yours one day. What are you watching? Are you doing your job? I don't need his breath.
The next round will be the final of the contest.
So far away.
Time to stay there.
It smells nice, it feels nice. It was not washing the tan off. No, it won't. It's finished.
first got into the job, the first sort of booking outside the training school I had, it was just a battle royal thing in Crosby, and Frank was on the bill. And without going into too much detail, there were people that had been wrestling for a year at the training school that used to knock hell out of you, and there was people that had been doing it 10 years that used to knock the hell out of you. And then I think at the time when I wrestled Frankie, he was just coming up on 20 years. So I see him coming across the ring, and I'm stood in the corner, and I think, I'm dead. I'm going to get absolutely battered here. And he went to give me the derby, and I flinched. And when I flinched, I thought, oh, he's going to batter me even more now. But he just took my arms to the sides, put them on the ropes, very gently put his hands on my throat, and just went, and now you sell. So he looked after me, and that was the first. I've said it to him before. The first proper job that I ever learned in wrestling was from Frankie Sloan, because he's not selfish. He could come in, phone it in, go home. He's got name notoriety. He's got all that in the scene. Yeah. But he actually wants to help people and bring people on, and that's what I think he's doing with these lads at the minute, sort of at this level, because he could happily stay at home. He loves the job, but he could stay at home. But he wants to make people. He wants to make people better, and quite genuinely, to be able to call him a friend now after that so many years ago is a supreme privilege and an honour, because he's a fantastic human being.
Hey George, do you know Jimi Hendrix could play the guitar with his teeth? So can I.
So here we are at Vulcan Studios in Liverpool, and here is the man himself, Mr. Frankie Sloan. So what we're going to do today is just a couple of questions, and basically Frankie's got quite a lot of memorabilia, should we say, to show me, and he's also brought me a bottle of JD, which is nice of him. So
he hasn't.
So what have you brought to show me your memorabilia from 30 years?
First things first, George, I haven't been in makeup.
It's not a problem. Not a problem.
Do we not have any here? Budget doesn't stretch.
Budget doesn't stretch to Maybelline.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about this bottle first. This was presented to me on my 30th anniversary. 30 years in the wrestling job.
Business.
Industry.
Business
industry. 2 words I never say. By the lads from Paramount Wrestling, who I'll always be grateful to. This is in fact a bottle of what we know it to be. I won't say the name in case YouTube product placement and all that. But among other things, apart from putting a show on for me and getting me to wrestle James Mason on the show, they got me this lovely bottle with the lovely label on it. So Frankie, Liverpool's living legend, on the front and on the back. And I'll always be grateful to John Kane and Tommy Doolan for all the work they put in. I know other people did as well, but I'm pretty convinced that mainly down to them two, maybe even just one of them.
And you got your guitar as well, you say?
They got me a guitar that they all signed on the back, and a nice print of a big poster. I should have fucking brought it.
Have I seen that?
No.
What was the guitar? What was the BC Rich?
No, it's not that one. No, that was no, my lad, give me that. Oh. Dean. The Razorback.
Yeah,
no, my lad got me that. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'd have fucking sucked them off if they'd have bought me that.
I was going to say, that was a good present, like.
Yeah, it was a good boss one. But no, that's good enough. See that? It's nice to be appreciated by, because a lot of lads in the wrestling, it comes and goes, like, see the lads all the time. 20 years and nothing gets fucking done or whatever, like, do you know what I mean? So it was nice of them to do it, and I really, I don't think they know how much I appreciate actually what they did do, but I did, and I do.
It's quite nice, like. Have a look at it.
It's lovely, yeah. You can,
Yeah, you can see the actual.
you can crack it open if you want and fucking take a slug. You have to fight me though.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see the original name on the bottle, should we say. Very nice. Very nice.
Yes, they didn't have to, and they did. So fair play to them. God bless them. That's what I say. God bless them. God bless John Cade and all who sails in it.
Before we get into the memorabilia, I'm going to ask Frankie a couple of questions now. I couldn't really think of many sort of like...
Fire away, George. I'm an open book. I'm an open book. Ask me anything.
There's 2 questions for me that popped out.
Right.
There's one, where did the name come from, Frankie Sloan?
Don't ask me that.
No.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so...
Yeah, go on. What was the second one? I'll take them both on.
Second one
I'll take them both.
was...
I'll take them both.
Your signature move, the shotgun.
Oh, right, yeah.
Which...
Oh, the shotgun?
Yeah, because obviously I've been to 2 of your shows now and I haven't seen any sort of finishing move, should we say?
No, because basically, well, my finishing move is whatever wins, George.
Right, okay.
Whatever I need to do to win is what. I'm not one of them fellas with a signature move, but I think I know. I may even have the magazine with that little interview in, where it says.
I was just going off
finishing move.
Wikipedia, should we say? Was it Wiki? No, it wasn't Wikipedia. It was your bio anyway. Someone else.
Yeah, me. Non-bio.
Non-bio.
Yeah.
Degradable.
Yes.
Okay, footsie.
Please. And not with your cock though.
South.
What I was going to say. What was I going to fucking say?
You were saying about your shotgun move.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. So it's basically it's not a move.
Well, that is a nice denim jacket.
Well, thank you, George, for noticing that.
Wow.
I always wear denim.
Nice, I like it. Sorry, what were you saying?
Anywho, no. There's no such move as the shotgun. It's something I made up to the interviewer just to say, there you go, there's shotgun. I did have a Frankie flop across, which is basically just get on the top rope, dive across on it. And there's many pictures, there's many videos.
I believe I've seen.
Yes, you possibly have. And I'm still doing it now, George. I'm 52 years old. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Over 30 years now.
It is actually, yeah.
Over 30 years, and I think would it be 4 decades? These 10s, 20, yeah, it's in 4 decades, isn't it? I'm boring you. Anyway, no, Frankie Sloan, the name, no one knows, but not many people know where the name comes from. I was told, go by the great Bobby Ballon, legendary Bobby Ballon from Blackpool, where I first started, amongst other people who started there, Klondike Kate,
right.
Robbie Brookside, Lord William Regal. Nice. All started with Bobby Barron in Blackpool. I was the last of the Bastions to come through. I think he stopped, he died 2 years later, so he stopped. 92, yeah. So anyway, he says, go home, lad. Because he smoked a pipe. Nice. Not an imaginary cock. And think of a name, so I was like, you know, and you're just thinking, fucking hell, what can I just didn't know what to do. What to do, and I was like, well, what music? It was more like, what music do I want to go down to? Like, still have music. I thought, what music? And I was I think on the fucking record player, it was Frankie Goes to Hollywood, 2 Tribes, and I really liked it, and I thought, fucking 2 Tribes, that's what I want to go down to.
Right.
And I was just looking, I was like, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Frankie, I thought, fuck it, I'll have Frankie for Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Now, Sloan at the end is a misprint.
Right, okay.
It was misprinted on the first poster by the legendary Bobby Ballon, because I wanted Stone, because I thought it sounded hard.
Right.
It's hard as stone, hard as stone, impervious to pain, because you can't air stone really, can you? And repels water.
Right, okay, yeah.
So Frankie Stone, and I thought I'd stick a fabulous on the front, because it all rhymes, fabulous Frankie Stone. And then I said, he said, have you got your name? And I went, yeah. Here we go, Bob's fabulous Frankie Stone. And he just looked at me like that, he goes, you ain't fabulous, lad. And I went, okay, Frankie Stone. And he went, sound, no problem. Makes the first poster, Sloan.
So there was
so basically Bobby Ballon gave me Sloan because he misprinted it. Told me he preferred it.
Alright, cool.
So I just stuck with it.
So there you have it, there's the name of Liverpool wrestling legend.
I'm not going to tell you my real name, but that's how I came along with the rest of it.
His real name is classified information.
Yeah. If you want to go back, 92 is where it started. in Blackpool, Pleasure Beach, where they used to run shows, Bobby Barron, on the Horseshoe Show Bar, on the steps there, they used to take on all colours.
Blackpool?
In Blackpool, yeah, in the fair itself. The steps, they're still there. We went, me, Robbie and William Regal went there. Actually, it was before COVID now. But got our pictures taken on the steps. Because the steps are still there. They've changed it a bit. But we went there.
When was that, 90s?
Yeah, I was there, 90s. Robbie and William Regal, Tunetank came with the 80s.
Huh?
Yeah, so, but actually, I've got the picture of us standing there, all three of us, so I'll send it to you, maybe, and maybe you can just fucking plop it up.
Well, we're going to have a look at some of you.
Yeah, so that was way back in 92, and what I found out later was, because I got a phone number of someone else to phone him, but spoke to his wife.
Right.
And she just said, yeah, come down, we'll give you a tryout or whatever. And then it wasn't until a year later I found out that she never ever told him that I was coming down, so he probably just thought, who's this fucking Joey just walking in and go, I want to be a wrestler, which is probably why I got my head kicked in for fucking so long. But that's the very quick origins. 92 down in Blackpool, good breeding grounds. They did shows where people would come challenge. I didn't do that. They had matches to entertain the people before the big one where the fellas came on who took on the crowd. When they were bringing them in, or they'd have a pint or whatever. I'd be in the bouts before that. Never hard enough to be on top, as they called it. You were the man they took on.
You're a legend.
Yeah, and it was him who gave me my big break. He introduced me to Brian Dixon along the way, who was Europe's busiest promoter, who I then went to work for, still work for him now, on and off. So that's like nearly 30-year relationship with Brian Dixon, an all-star wrestling.
Cool.
So there's a brief from there, and now it's today. So we went from there. It's like a flash. It's like that 30 years. Well, to be fair, it actually is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You just think, at the time, but now you think, Jesus.
So how old are you now?
30 years, where'd that go for? 52.
So 52, how long do you think you've got left?
52. It's, well, as long as people keep ringing me or keep phoning me and keep asking me to do it.
Because I don't like a certain sort of like cut-off point for like wrestlers, like footballers, boxers and stuff like that.
I don't know, it depends. It's possibly because it's all changed so much now. But if it was like still 10 years ago, I'd have 10 years or whatever.
So could you see yourself wrestling it?
But it's what it is, George. It's the embarrassment, isn't it? Or whatever. If you go in and you go, why is that our man in there? You know, you look so bad.
Yeah, but look at Ric Flair.
No, but he doesn't look bad, does he? But he's an old man.
He does. He looks.
Yeah, but he's fucking 70 odd.
Fucking Botox now, you know.
Yeah, but he's 71 or 72 or something.
He looks awful.
I wouldn't. I'm not sure I'd go that far. No. My mate John Kenny got back in the ring when he was 70 odd, just for one match, like. But I don't.
Depends if your body can take it.
Yeah, and it's not. I don't know whether I do it regularly, because I just have for travelling. I hate to travel. There's so much travelling we've done up and down. I mean, one week we did Aylesbury on the Monday. We went to the airport. We did Dubai on the Wednesday. Did the airport. Came back on the Thursday. Did Bristol.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? So we spent the day in Dubai.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And just there was it's just motorways and whatever. Like, people moan about it, but you still get to go. You don't see anywhere. You just go and do the show and then come out, don't you?
Cool. So
just one of them.
So I do believe you've got some memorabilia to show us.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to show you that.
Which we're not going to see because.
Yeah, but I don't know whether I can find it.
It's been a drama queen, so.
George, this looks like a jewel sale, doesn't it? This looks like
the floor does, yeah.
This looks like a. But don't fucking ruin the magic. You know. Some of this might be interesting to you.
I'm shot now, so I'm just lazing back and just.
Oh, well, put your clothes back on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate. Jesus Christ, you trying to put me off, or just make me laugh?
Just make you laugh.
Yeah. Well, do us a favour. Go and get the fucking tea, and I'll just talk to the camera on my own.
It's alright.
I don't fucking need you.
Oh, you know what?
I'm only joking, George.
You know what?
George.
I've had enough.
No, George. I'm only joking. I'm only joking, George. Right.
All day long.
George, shush. Right. This is very interesting. This is very interesting.
Like, go on then.
This photograph here, I'll show to you first, even though you're not in shot. Yeah.
You're in that shot.
Oh, right.
You're better than that shot.
Right, so, yeah.
Go a bit closer if you want. I'll come closer.
Go closer. Right, there you go. See this photo? This was taken at Maggie Mays, Blackpool, 1992, my first professional night in the wrestling ring. I'd had a bout earlier on in the day, and this is what we call a rumble, which is why there's other people in it. This is the late, great Drew McDonald. And these were the shorts I wore for many years. This was my choice of attire. Yes, thank you very much. Bright green cycling shorts with boots and knee pads I bought off Pete the Thief, who lives in Blackpool. And they were bought from St John's Market in town on Maggle. I'd never seen another pair since, or ever, and the fella who saw me them rolled his eyes and said, thank fuck I got rid of them. I've had them for years. So that is quite a bit of memorabilia, and really that should be framed on my wall and things like that. No, so that I thought is possibly the most interesting thing we have here today. But also, over the years, we, there's magazines. Look at this one. Ooh, Hulk Hogan's on the front of this one. And who's in the middle? Oh, look! It's only Frankie Sloan. Oh, yes. Getting in magazines since whatever year that was. Oh, you can't see me, can you? Oh, no!
You can see him on that one.
Shit! It doesn't say the fucking year, so we went. Oh, June 93.
Let's have a look at that while you're waffling.
Have a look at that one. See, this one was FSM. A good friend of mine, Brian Elliott.
Who's that? I recognise him.
That's Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Was he WF?
Yeah, he was at the old way. And this was a more recent one, although it's 5 years now, where he was good enough to do a full spread on me. Look at that. Frankie says wrestle, just like Frankie Goes Hollywood used to have it.
Cool.
Superb. He's given me a couple of pages, all things like that. Magazines, different magazines. And now for the youngsters, before Tinternet and before Twitter and all that shit, can I say Twitter?
Yeah.
Product placements. We used to, what we would get for results and things like that was these fanzines would be made. This fella was from Middlesbrough actually. And not only did he have results, but these are all results. This is how we would get the results of the English stuff and American stuff. There'd be little bits on like the English wrestlers and things like that, all typed, photocopied. That's another one.
Before I get me tea, join your
Robbie and the doctor.
join your drinking.
Join the drinking. We're not finished, man.
Not yet.
So that was how it was done. I don't know, up until about maybe. Well, we had the internet, but it wasn't big.
What's that on the back of a man called Sting?
Sting is just some lads done a picture.
No.
Some retards done a picture and sent it in. And there'd be like just little articles on different people and stuff like that. Oh shit, look. There's me.
And that's them, isn't it?
There's me, look. And there's a young Doug Williams. Yeah, because my first
Oh yeah, sorry.
Jeff Wilde took a load of pictures. And they were them. There's a young Doug Williams. There's a young me. And somehow he was younger than me then, but now he's older than me. I don't know how you work that out. And these are all little bills, George, of what people would see when they come in. They'd buy their magazine, which is like this, yeah. And inside would be one of these, and it would tell you who they were fighting. There you go. Right. So let me just read a bill that I was on.
Oh, Kendo Nagasaki.
Right. So there you go. So this had Richie Brooks, Skull Murphy on, The Flash, Superstar Sanders, Marty Jones against hippie Frank Sloan, because I had long hair and for some reason they called me hippie for a while. And the top of the bill, Giant Haystacks versus Bomber Pat Roach. Jesus, what a bill.
Pat Roach, wasn't he off?
Yeah, he was, but he was a wrestler first.
Off the telly?
Yeah.
Well, that's the Pat Roach.
Yeah, that's like, it. Off Alvin St. Pat and...
Fuck off.
I'm telling you.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Kendall Nagasaki.
He was on quite a few, see. These are just things this is a good one. I don't know whether this would be allowed now, George. Yeah, we'll go down the bill. It's Kendo Nagasaki and the Rock and Roll Express and manager Lloyd Ryan versus Bomber Pat Roach and the Liverpool lads. The Superflies versus the Blonde Bond. John Prater versus Pete Roberts. Fucking hell, Pete Roberts. One for the old one. Richie Brooks versus Danny Collins. And here we go. Frankie Sloan versus the gay one.
That's all that.
That's all that about. But now I suppose he'd be the non-binary, non-gender.
Yeah, he wouldn't be. Would he still be the gay one though?
That's what I mean. I don't think he would.
It's not like he wouldn't be allowed to.
No, and these are all just. Yeah, I looked at that one's from Carlisle. That one's from Wolverhampton. That one's from Kings Lynn. That's Sheffield, Oldham, Ellesmere Port, Bristol, Shrewsbury, Leamington Spa. Against superstar Saunders, Mal Sanders. But that was how you got him, and that was how we just travelled everywhere. This was your All-Star magazine early on in the days, and it progressed. Oh shit! To be something to be bigger. Oh Jesus! Who's out on the top, jumping off the top rope? Oh, that's me. So a good relationship with All-Star Wrestling I've had. This is a German magazine, Catch magazine. Again, this is how we got results. All results in the back from everywhere, little bits. Never read it. It's all in fucking German, isn't it? Just stuff like that. That's interesting. There's a little picture, a little page of when we all went to Dubai. I've just told you that. Aylesbury, Dubai, then Bristol the next day. There's pictures from it. That's from the Rumble.
That's a lot of
he went on to be Hero Tenzan, famous. All day. There's me there. Hello, me. A young me. Yeah, George, what's this? Oh, memorabilia. You know, Kiss have everything in their fucking museum and that. Here's a pair of the Liverpool lads. Liverpool lads, famous tag team. Started off as Robbie and the Doc. Then it was 3 of us. And then when the Doc stayed in America, it was just me and Robbie. And the Doc is no longer with us. God rest his soul. Good lad. Used to live with him in Booton.
So they're not actually.
So these have been worn and probably smell of my ball sweat. Things like that. Do you want to smell it? They're bobbled to fuck because they're very old.
I'll have a sniff, yeah.
They're very old,
if possible.
Have a sniff. Have a sniff of that, Georgie.
Is it wrong if I've got a semi on?
No, it isn't. Here you go. Oh, look. DVDs. WWE. Vladimir Kozlov versus Frankie Sloan. My own chapter. Ooh, we've all been there. That's a show in Germany in the middle of a lake on a mad one. We had to get a gondola to the ring. A bit of advertising for this because it's Phil Aylen. But that was a documentary I was part of with about 1,000 other people. Although my name doesn't get on it. It was on Amazon Prime for a bit. I don't know whether it still is. Oh, here we go. This is like all the way full circle, George.
I was going to say
full circle, George.
It's
this here.
Like a very old one.
This is very old and very unlooked after by me, my own fault. A poster. Oh, there you go. That looks boss from 1992 with a very young Giants Haystacks there and a very old Frankie Sloan here. And hippie Frankie Sloan, because I had long fucking hair and he called me hippie, versus the Mass Bull Blitzer from Germany. Winter Gardens, Blackpool, 1992, the very first poster I was on.
Winter Gardens still going as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and I still have it. I wish it was in better nick, but what can you do? So there you go. Full circle, Lewis George. I did a show last Friday.
So that was your first poster?
First poster ever that I made it onto.
Wow.
Yeah, and I haven't made it to that many.
And then this is obviously
full circle. This was the very last show I did, which was last Friday, which could be any day on this when this comes out. But this was for Paramount. There I am.
Actually, we're filming on a Friday.
So that's over 30 years.
That is that's Aaron, isn't it?
Over 30 years difference between them posters.
Wow.
I wonder how many other lads can say that. A poster in 1992 and a poster in 2023.
Wow, that is quite an achievement, like I must say.
I've just blown my own mind, George. I never realised that it was like, from 1992 to 2023.
Is that Valentine's Day one?
Yeah, Slamentine's Day. See, on this poster here,
as you can see there,
right? On this poster here, I had perfect eyesight. I had all my own teeth. I hadn't had VD yet. And on that poster is post-COVID, post-teeth, post-eyesight, post-VD, post-everything. But it's still going. No, so still quite active, George, yes. three different promotions this month alone.
So we believe you've just got
I've just had a phone call, and now, in this day and age, a text.
a text
A
message.
text message from the head honcho at
Taxman.
All Star Wrestling, offering me a job on Saturday and Sunday.
Did you say the Crosby one on Saturday?
There's a Crosby one a week, Sunday for EPW. So EPW All Star Paramount. Not bad for a fella who's getting on a bit, and you know what I mean. Not supposed to be full time
I'm
anymore.
to the Crosby one. Let's try and get to that.
Yes, I am, bro.
Because, like, you know,
It'd be nice to see you there.
the journey I've had doing this, because this has been what now?
6 or 7 months.
6 or 7 months up until this point.
Something like that, yeah.
Obviously, like this last bit with filming's like the.
It took a while, didn't it? Because
It did take a while,
you got
yeah.
AIDS, and it took you a while to get over that.
Took me a while to get over that.
I told you not to bum Freddie Mercury's
Then I got-
deceased body.
Then I got COVID.
Oh God, you were in a
Then the
you were in a
AIDS come
bad
back.
way.
Yeah,
You were in a
bad
bad
way,
way.
wasn't
I went on tour with Jethro Tull for a little bit as well.
Polio. That as well.
I was Ian Anderson's flute.
Well,
roadie.
I fucked off with Metallica on tour, didn't I? So,
Oh, did you? Yeah, well, that's gay.
you know. And then went to a couple of Iron Maiden concerts like Gaza.
Did
Do you
you?
remember that? And Gaza he was pissed, weren't he? And he went on tour with Iron Maiden.
What, still playing
No,
football?
no shit. No, when he was like at his lowest point.
Oh yeah, I can understand.
Pretty sure he went on tour with don't quote me on that, I'm just, you know, whatever.
Don't quit, it's on fucking video. What cannot speak, cannot lie.
Oh, so we've seen your member at BLR, right?
Yeah.
In terms of questions, I couldn't think of anything else other than just those two sorts of questions.
Oh, what a fucking top journalist you are.
I am
You
still
should really be on BBC telly.
BBC. That should be on radio.
You should. You got a face for radio.
You can't see me face.
Yeah, boy. And you've got a radio microphone.
So, if there was one sort of like in all this 30 years you've had wrestling, if there was one sort of moment you could think of and sort of pick out and tell me maybe a story about it, maybe I don't know, possibly like a love story or like
A love story.
I don't know
No
anything.
love stories with groupies, bro.
Anything-
Just shag them.
Well, yeah. In all your 30 years, what sticks out apart from your penis?
Oh, my trousers. I remember once in a rumble, Drew McDonald did pull my shorts forward and my knob did fall out.
Yeah?
Croydon, yes. Happy days.
Well, a live match.
It was very live, yes. There was a lot of screams and giggles. And I went, oh, no. Anywho, now, memories, it's hard, George. There's a few memories, like going to Blackpool for the first time, trepidation, like, what the fuck, like, do you know what I mean? Then going and doing a show out of
What?
the Blackpool.
Nice denim jacket.
Oh, thank you, George. I was wearing denim.
Nice denim. Sorry, go on.
You're like a dam, George.
So there was you.
Stop the flow.
So there was you, Freddie Mercury, right?
Me,
In a
Freddie Mercury and Kirk Cobain walked into a bar and they just shot him. He said, hey, we don't like your type in here. Get fucked. No, there was just different... Go Blackpool. Getting introduced to Brian Dixon because he was very busy. The first show with different Brian Dixon, which was in Bolton, Albert Halls or the Town Hall or whatever. Jam-packed, I remember being very nervous, stuff like that. Richie Brooks was my opponent. And then just, going on the roads, like there was going to Nashville, wasn't there?
Yeah, because you were American wrestling, didn't you?
Yeah, and then, all them stick out, like Nashville sticks out. I went to Cyprus for Chris the next time, I can't remember the name of his firm. I used to take me to Germany a lot, and then he took me to Cyprus. That's just a week of memories and stuff like that. The biggest memory being we were in a 20,000 seater and they hadn't advertised it and about 20 people came.
Wow.
And we were there for a week.
Wow.
So that's not down to us. That's down to the
we should have paid
promoter.
for it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's going to Canada, doing the TV series in Canada.
See, I didn't know you'd
Thanks
been
to
like
Big Pete.
all around the world, basically, innit?
Oh, fuck yeah. Been
So it's not just-
India.
It's not just like
Europe.
British, Britain and Liverpool. It's
No, fuck
obviously
no.
been on the block, haven't you? So
Yeah, I've been around the block and then some.
I know, yeah.
And I passed Jenny. I said, you don't live here anymore. She goes, I'm still from the block. I said, you don't live.
She's not.
I said,
She's gone.
I was fooled by all the rocks.
Yeah.
But
She's
she's gone.
fucked. She's
Anyway, so but going back to the memories.
Memory?
there's not one that really sticks out. There's a match, and I can't tell you for it, but years ago I saw, and I've said it a few times, with Mal Sanders. I had a match in about 92 or 93 in Leamington Spa, and it sticks out at me just as a massive learning curves of wrestling in that way, you know, and you just go, fuck me, and for some reason that stuck with me. I mean, for 30 fucking years I've had thousands and thousands of matches, and I've fought some great people, I've fought some shit people, I've had some great matches, I've had some shit matches, I've fought Stacks, I've fought Naggers, Marty Jones,
Stacks.
That
is a...
I've been in the ring with Pat Roach, with Pete Roberts, with all these fucking...
And Jimmy
kids probably
Corkill.
don't remember that. Jimmy
Corkill.
Jimmy Corkill, got pictures proving. And then also the more modern stars, you know, you've been in, fuck Gangers, very good friend of mine, stuff like that, Daniel Bryan, blah, blah, blah. You know, and all these fellas, there's just so many memories. I wish someone had videoed me life.
Yeah.
Me 30 years.
I suppose.
Being fucking absolutely so drunk.
You know, if someone asked me...
In fucking Dubai, they can't get me out of bed. Yeah. And they come down, said to the promoter, he's dead. The fella said I was dead. And the promoter was like, fucking hell. He runs up. The promoter's fucking dressing me. And Tony Sinclair, very famous wrestler, is packing me back. He's like, fucking get downstairs, you prick. Trying to get on the fucking plane. Like, just silly shit, like, do you know what I mean? Never missed a plane. I woke up once in Germany. I woke up in Frankfurt, German airport, in Mackies. Last thing I remember, I was in a club in Germany, drinking after a show.
Oh, right.
And then I wake up asleep in Mackies in Frankfurt, and then I go, fuck, I've got to get another plane. And I was like fucking looking, and the plane's going, it's now closing, it's now closing. My fucking foot's gone dead. And I'm fucking running through the airport, like fucking, just like, well, you know what I mean, like fucking disably, shouting to the woman, I'm here, don't go. I had to go through security, and how the fuck they let me on the plane? I've got no idea, because I don't, obviously I must have been awake at some point, but blacked out, like, I was like, fuck, I was just woken up, what the fuck, because Germany was always good for the drink afterwards, and you know, and every now and again, one of the cunts there just fuck pop a pill and you'd be fucked, without telling you.
Yeah.
Do you want a drink? Yeah. Oh, thanks. But you don't know they've done this.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I could have been buggered.
Well, you might have been.
It's possible. But like many happy memories, and fucking Austria and places like that. Watching my mate James Mason throw up like a fucking gun, getting off the taxi, bleh. We lost the keys, fucking swatting fuck out the hotel. Fella comes down in tiny whiteies and this flowery fucking thing, and he's like, and we're like, sorry, we lost the fucking key. In you go, and then when we walk, we was like, fuck, what did we do with our cases? Because we had all our wrestling games. Well, we said, fuck, we didn't bring them back, fucking hell. Open the door, the fucking 2 cases just sat there like that, what the fuck? Fella next door brought them back and put them there for us, like, because we was in no fit state, brother.
It's just like, you know, I probably, you know, it's a long time, 30 years, and like, if you just sort of like think back at one moment, it probably... You
couldn't condense it, like, and as like you say, like, if we were sitting there with a few other lads, they could trigger like different fucking...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Different memories, because you forget. I mean, there's a video of me in Brighton, and if you didn't show me that there's a video of you, I told you I wasn't there. You know, wrestling's very inclusive.
Yeah, but the Connie Club seemed a little bit more serious, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Because I think everyone's pissed. I don't know.
Well, no, that's the more serious show. I would say it's more. Although there's children there, lots of children there, it's more geared to, I would say, an older. Oh, yeah. It's a different. Whereas the Crosby one was very family orientated.
It was like 12 o'clock in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that's just because it's like a Sunday. They do matinees on a Sunday because the kids got school on the Monday.
That's right, yeah.
But like, you know, you'll go to different wrestling firms, and there'll be your families, there'll be your older lads, there'll be your death matches and all that. There's different ones, so like, and then you'll go to something that absolutely fucking shite.
I've enjoyed it, like, I have.
Have you enjoyed the journey, George?
I have.
What's your memory? Hang on a minute,
this is about me. No, it's not. No, my memory of this whole thing was it was Crosby, because bear in mind it's the first time I've done anything like this.
Yeah.
For me to walk out in front of it, must have been 300-400 people, was it? Maybe?
Around that 300-400, yeah.
So you walked out with Kung Fu.
And
then I burst and it was like, it felt a bit overwhelming because like the whole thing, was like packed, and there's me filming.
Yeah.
But once like, it's like this now, it's like, it's not like, because we're mates, and it's like, it's...
Yeah, I was only thinking actually that I thought this might be very different than I didn't know you were.
Yeah.
Because it'd take me a little bit to slip in. You know what I mean? So what...
But it has been good, like, it's... I haven't sort of like not liked any of it. It's all been like...
It's been emotional, hasn't it?
It's been emotional, it's been...
But it's like there's so many different things if you want to do it that way, if you want to do it this way. I know there's lads who've got documentaries on them, and some couple out now, it's so very serious.
Yeah, it's
so very serious, and I'm not deadly serious, but I take wrestling very seriously. I'm trained to do it. But I'll have a giggle and stuff.
Yeah, it's like me. I can be serious or fucking whatever, but. It's...
But sometimes people confuse that with you're not asked.
I know.
But I am asked, obviously. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't do it.
I know. Yeah.
You wouldn't go through the shite that I've been through, like, you know what I mean? Getting bent here, there and everywhere by fucking lunatics.
Just for the fun of it.
Yeah, just who's this little upstart? Let's fucking break his fucking neck. And you're like, hey, excuse me.
Anyone see Frankie Sloan? Sorry.
Keep it serious, George.
That is a cracking denim jacket.
Thanks, George. I always wear denim.
Nice.
Death to all but metal.
Says hippie Frankies.
Yeah, I did never like that name.
No, it doesn't go.
I fucking never liked that name. But
Frankie
it was just
Sloan
basically because I had long hair. And I was like, fucking... I didn't dress like a hippie. I just had shorts on and that.
Long hair, yeah.
But like, maybe... When I was... Because I was all dead. Like, I'm fucking serious here. You know what I mean? I had tracksuits on and fucking... I was a bigger lad when I started because I was training in the gym and that all the time. Didn't have no injuries, hadn't had fractured skulls or fucking operations on my knees and my feet and stuff like that. And you're like, but if you look back, I'd think back, fuck, I'd have played on that and I'd have done so much more of it, like, do you know what I mean? But it's everyone.
Just looking at some of your things, there's an Maiden one, is it? That is an Iron Maiden one here, isn't it? Yeah. On the left, the Trooper, is it?
Yeah, I've seen every band on here, including him.
Frankie Sloan.
There's the patch that you want, there's the patch that everyone wants.
Oh, yes. Mr. Frankie Sloan.
Oh, I never put a patch on my back that I haven't seen live.
I've got a couple of patches in the house, but you won't like them.
Okay.
Because they're Metallica.
No, I don't like them.
No.
Don't tell me about it.
No.
Pretend you never told me that.
Okay.
Omit it from your brain.
Okay. Was it like see a Britney Spears thing? I was a t-shirt, wasn't it?
T-shirt, yeah. Oh yeah, I got that for Christmas. I enjoyed it. When I first started wrestling, before I started wrestling, growing up I wanted to be a stuntman or a rock star. Right. And I joined the band when I was 17. I was too nervous to go on stage. You're not going to believe that after being wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
But then I thought there was nothing really in the job centre for stuntmen. So I thought, what's the next best thing? What's like stuntman and a rock star all at the same time?
Wrestling.
Fucking wrestling, mate. It is, because like, you know, when you're touring all the time, sounds different, sounds mad. Touring, and we'd be fucking drinking, and you'd be kissing girls on their foreheads. You know, just it was mad, like, but yeah, because stuntman or rock star, I thought I've done them both. It was very hard to break that barrier when I started. It was, you needed a family man, that it was a door, but now anyone can start wrestling and anyone can put wrestling shows on, which is unfortunate. And it's just basically, but with all of this social media, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to get into Germany 30 years ago, 25 years ago, I'd have to send a letter with a photograph and possibly a VHS.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And like, they'd see my photo, and then they'd see somebody who was 6'7" and built like a brick shit house, and they go, well, I'd rather have him than him, whether I was better than him or not.
Yeah.
Luck comes into it. Luck's a lot.
Oh yeah, luck. Yeah.
Luck is a lot of it, like right place, right time. For every comedian, stand-up comedians, there's a billion bands. Every actor's a billion. Wrestlers is no different, mate. There's millions and millions and millions and they say cream rises or whatever, but it doesn't in the bath.
I've always wondered how is it the same as that, basically, you know what I mean? It's
just for hustle, innit, really. Yeah. But like, you know, when I first started and I'm fighting like people like Marcy Jones, I'm on bills, I've showed you the bills, Giants, Haystacks, Pat Rose. I thought I fucking mate, that was big time. They just come off the telly. There's a big fight at the end of Indiana Jones with Harrison Ford, and the baldy fella gets chopped up by the propellers.
Oh yeah.
That's Pat Roach.
Wow. Well, I'll have to watch that again, because I haven't seen that for fucking years.
Yeah, God, he did loads, and was it Willow or something like that? He was and Red Sonja, major part in Red Sonja.
Fucking hell.
So he might have even been in that thing with Schwarzenegger. Conan, he might have been in that, I don't know.
Right, okay, so that is the end of the video or the documentary, and I'd just like to say thanks to Mr. Frankie Sloan for being such a good pal, and, you know, this little 6 month, 7 month journey we've had.
Yeah.
I've loved it. It's
yeah, I've enjoyed yours, and I'm glad that someone's actually tried to do something more where, you know, that you've wanted to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's easy for me. But I thank you for wanting to do it and actually doing it.
Well, let's just hope it comes out sort of.
Well, if we're on it, I'm sure it'll be fucking brilliant.
Oh, well, if we're on it, it's got to be, but you know, the way it's got to put together and stuff like that.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, it's been a while, it's 7 months.
Yeah, well, it's a fucking hell, you know, people make films for long and that, TV shows and that. Mind you, we did the Canadian one in 4 days.
Yeah.
But it took about 8 months to fuck. But Dave, it was like Big Brother. They just didn't stop.
Oh yeah. Like just all the time.
6, 7 cameras.
Yeah. But yeah, it has, honestly, mate. It's been a journey.
Yeah, it's been a good journey. It's been great.
It's been a good laugh, like.
Yeah. I hope the people out there enjoy it and they share it, retweet it, so George can make loads of money from it and buy me a cup of tea.
Because he likes tea, and we both like our tea.
Oh shit, I've had my cup of tea. Don't fucking watch it. Don't matter, I've already been paid.
But yeah, no, it has. It's been sound, mate. I mean, it's as well as doing this as a thing, you're a good mate, like, so, you know.
Fucking hell, George.
It's just start crying a minute.
I know, yeah. It's like, this is your life.
So just quick before we go.
Yeah, go on.
So your band?
Well, sorry?
Band name, what was it?
Andy and the Anal Beads.
Yeah, so it's just you and the band, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm basically the Anal Beads.
You're the Anal Beads.
There's no Andy.
Right, okay, so that...
I had to put that I put that so it would come first in the phone book. It would come first in the yellow pages. And they'd be like that going, we need a band. And the Anal Beads. With that great fucking hit, Kiss My Calipers.
Kiss My Calipers, yeah.
Let's rock.
So we are 2 minutes away from getting thrown out of Vulcan Studios. So yeah, Frankie, thanks again, mate. Pleasure. Cheers.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao, Zed.
Give us some more! Charging in, absolutely charging in. They are. Look at them. Mental. Absolutely mental.